If you haven't already, I'd encourage you to stop this video, go to Matthew chapter 27, and just read through what Jesus did and what He went through on Good Friday. Good Friday is when we remember what Jesus did for us on the cross. How He took on our sin, He took on our shame, He took on everything that wanted to come against us in life. And now God has taken all that we've done wrong and He's turned it into our favor for our good. And He, upon Himself, has laid all of our guilt and shame. It's amazing to see, though He was walking through a difficult time, He had people hurling insults at Him, the criminals who were crucified with Him, the people who were walking by, the chief priests, teachers of the law, the soldiers who were there. Jesus was completely and utterly alone. The Bible says that once the sin of humanity had been laid on Him, Jesus even confessed, as the psalmist wrote, that God had forsaken Him. The loneliness of this moment was overwhelming, and Jesus did it for us. In Acts chapter 3 and verse 15, Peter is preaching on the day of Pentecost, and he says, "You have killed the author of life." Can you imagine the weight of that statement? You have killed life. And that's the place that humanity would be. That's where you and I would have remained if God had not raised Jesus to life. The sentence that humanity had fallen under is we had taken God's perfect gift of His one and only Son, and we had cast it aside and treated it as though it was so common. But Jesus, even throughout His teachings to His disciples, John chapter 12, He says, though a kernel of wheat, it will remain just a single seed unless it falls to the ground and dies. Then, if it dies, it will produce many more seeds. See, God had a plan even in the most horrible, horrific day in humanity. God had a plan to rescue all of us, to rescue us and bring us to life. And so on Good Friday, on the remembrance of what Jesus accomplished for us on the cross, we can pause and take a moment, reflect upon His sacrifice, and thank God. Thank Him that even in the darkest hour, God comes through to produce life. There's nothing you're going through, nothing you're facing, nothing you'll ever deal with in life that God can't overcome. We believe anything's possible. Have a great Good Friday.